Microphone check 1 2 1 2 1 2. What up? What up? What up? What up? What up?
Hey,
Just want to welcome y'all to another episode of the Not Too Much on Us podcast, hosted by me, Jerky On, man. First and foremost, I want to give honor to God. Keep your hands on us, keep us healthy, keep us prosperous, keep us on the right path on this journey, this thing called life. You are. What up, King?
yo, what's good?
Doing it a little different tonight, man. We got the vibes all us on the couch, man. You heard?
Yes, sir. We in the building. It's a pleasure being here.
Facts,
It's
man.
vibes. This conversation gonna be real good.
Hell yeah, man. And if you rocking with us tonight, man, every comment, every like, every repost, every subscribe, man, I see y'all. I love y'all, man. You already know, you are. We gonna get into these uncut vibes, man.
Yeah, and you had the A. Marie.
That shit
Let's
was
go.
rocking.
R&B vibes. All day, man. Come
That
on.
shit
It's
was
nothing
rocking. That shit was rocking, man. What's going on, bro?
Oh, man. Everything.
Finally made it up here, man. You know
I
what I'm
know.
saying? Finally.
Yeah, man. I know we was talking about it before. Getting
Hell yeah.
on here, talking our shit,
Hell yeah.
sharing some gems, the knowledge, and just giving some good perspective. So it's a
They've
pleasure being here.
been waiting for this, bro. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, I
waiting
hope
for this
so. I hope the responses.
They've been waiting for this one, bro.
What we looking for.
Hell
You
yeah.
know?
Hell yeah, bro.
We got a little Pinot Noir. You know, something grown and sexy tonight.
Bro
you know.
definitely brought the vibes through.
You already know, man. You know, if y'all looking for a good Pinot Noir, you know, Casillero del Diablo. You know, it's from Chile.
Yeah.
You know, so you can compare. You can pair it with some. I would say like burrata.
Yeah.
If you want a burrata, if you want to do some like a chicken
Yeah.
dish, or definitely like salads, probably like a starter if you know
Let
you
them know.
out at the restaurant, something like from.
Let them know, bro. Let them know, bro. Because if y'all just tuning in, man, if y'all just getting in tune to the Not Too Much on This podcast, this is not what we usually do up here, man. But I had to switch it up with my guys, man. We had to get the guys up here. Y'all been asking for it. Y'all been wanting to see what we be thinking.
Ooh,
What's going on in our heads, bro? Like, we gotta let them know tonight, bro.
oh, I'm ready.
Absolutely.
I'm ready to let off in the club because I ain't. I've been quiet, and I've been like in hibernation mode. You
Yeah.
know, I've been in hermit, but I need to talk some shit. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't holding no punches tonight. So we're gonna get into some good conversation.
But sometimes it calls for that, though, man. Sometimes you gotta sit the sideline, man, regroup. You know what I'm saying? Stay productive on the low, cause if
Yeah.
if you outside, we having drinks and all that. What are we celebrating?
I know.
Sections.
Yeah, and granted, you know, sometimes it's good to create that balance. You know, you need to, but definitely this is a different year. It calls for a different type of focus and leveling up for self. Man, a lot of people are experiencing a lot of transition right now,
Facts.
and so it's going to require for you to show up differently than you did before. So, yeah, it's that time, bro.
Absolutely, man. And it's like the summertime about to come. We was just talking off mic. The summertime about to come. The vibes, the frequency is about to change back into. You know what I'm saying, bro?
And I feel like it's gonna be crazy, man, because it's already the past couple days been very nice.
Yep.
We seen that daylight savings has tapped in.
Major.
Yeah, so now the weather is like we here, and you know what happens when we get into the warm weather. Black people, we activate on a whole different level.
Hey, man, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of money being made from here on out.
Yep.
Some good travels.
2024.
Yeah, we traveling, we exploring and discovering some places we ain't been.
Yep.
Cut the Tulum and all that out though. It's good, it's cheap, but it's
gotta
not that
switch it
cheap.
up?
But we gotta switch it up. Like I keep seeing people go to the same places.
Yeah.
So try some new places this summer. Feel me?
Yeah.
Maybe go to Australia.
Yeah.
Go to Japan,
Bora Bora.
New Zealand. Like it's other places in the world. Go to South America.
Yeah. Somewhere down there.
Yeah, it's safe places. I know people be like skeptical about different countries.
Yeah.
Just do your research.
You got to do your research, man. Then
Yeah.
well traveled out here is a thing. Like, if you never been nowhere, then we try to go places and stuff. Like, it get kind of annoying when you asking all these questions, and you know what I'm saying. I mean, I get it, but then it's like, man, Gotta get well traveled, man. It's 2024. It's up this year, bro.
It is,
I
man.
feel it.
It is, and a lot of people I've been seeing been coming into fruition with a lot of their goals, a lot of accomplishments. A lot of people are achieving some great things. And you know me, I'm always going to advocate for the black people.
Facts.
We killing it out here. And even though that the perception or what they create may not seem like that, but in reality, we killing it.
Yeah,
It's a lot more black billionaires,
for sure.
multimillionaires that are existing amongst us that are crazy strides, man. And let's
Yep.
and not even celebrities. I'm talking about like just people who really are just putting in the work and really getting to it,
Yep.
you know. And that's beautiful to see because
Yep.
we're changing the lane. We creating different aspects of community and elevating the economical status for us in such a way that hasn't been done before. Well, it's been done, but now we are sustainable,
Mm-hmm.
and now we can bring other people up. So it's beautiful to see, man. It's a lot going on, and like you said, it's 2024.
It is.
It's the Mamba year.
Yeah, and I feel like it is time for black people to elevate. So I'm gonna ask you this, like, stay there.
Mm-hmm.
So like, what do you think about, like, most guys like ourselves, the black community, we don't really get handed down the generational wealth.
Mm.
So like, how does it feel to, you know what I'm saying? Because we was talking off mic once again about, hundred thousands of dollars, millions at in reality. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So how do you navigate, like, you know what I'm saying, being the first trying to generate
True.
generational wealth? Because
That's tough.
yeah,
It's tough, especially if you don't have a family that has like paved the blueprint for you.
for sure.
It's like, where do you go to get the knowledge?
Yep.
Granted, if you're a natural born hustler, you're going to get it.
Mhm.
But the thing is, getting it and sustaining it and scaling it.
Yep.
Right? You can have it, but it can be gone by tomorrow.
Exactly.
You know.
Exactly.
And the hustler mentality is to get fast cash, but at some point we have to learn how to pivot and diversify how we go about cultivating that foundation for ourselves.
Facts.
And so for me, I think it's finding people who are in your industry that do what you do,
Yeah,
getting mentorship.
that's a big one.
That is the ultimate one.
Mm-hmm.
You can get but so far by yourself. But
Right.
if you don't have somebody that has already done it, been successful in it, done it over,
Yeah.
and been successful in it again, like it's going to be hard for you to break past that threshold.
Facts.
So
And
yeah, go ahead.
not to cut you off, but in the black community, help we kind of take it as being weak sometimes. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, just like you said, it takes help to elevate, or mentorship. Maybe not even help, just mentorship, because the
Mhm.
word help, using different words does help the situation. So instead of help, we need mentorship of somebody who already paved the way for us, type shit.
Yeah, man. And I know some of us, have struggled with that because of maybe environment,
Mm-hmm.
your background and how you was raised. Maybe even you from a single parent home, and some of the options weren't granted to you as much as others.
Facts.
So it's a little bit it's a struggle navigating through those obstacles.
Mm-hmm.
But it's out there though.
It is.
It's just and I can speak from experience because I'm from a single parent home,
Right.
just being raised by my mom in the hood. But I still was able to put myself in environments that allowed me to pick up on certain gems
Yeah.
and be like, okay, cool, I can run with this. I know I can put myself in this position.
Yep.
Or I was just meeting right people who seen the light in me.
Yep.
Now, I will say recently, as I've gotten adult, it's been a little bit more challenging, just due to this environment. So
Yeah.
I know that moving forward, that the environment needs to change, and you have to,
Yeah.
especially in your hometown. Like,
Yeah.
eventually, you got to leave home
Yeah. Yep.
to really grow. And in order for you to make the money you really want to make or create the wealth, you got to change your market.
Yep.
Because if you just keep trying to tap into the same market, there's really no growth in that.
It's
So
a fact.
you have to go outside that market in order to really scale. Start touching into down south markets,
That's a fact.
out west, or even overseas. I think we forget a lot that there's other countries that will support
Mhm.
what we do over here
Yeah.
a lot more than actual people here in America.
Yeah, 'cause I feel like people in Delaware, we got a lot to offer. We have so much to offer, all the way down to our style, our lingo,
Yeah,
our personalities. You know what I'm saying? Just like you said, people get caught up in the city because we do show a lot of love to our own in the city, but the growth outside the city, getting outside your comfort zone, is the bag.
that's the bag.
It's the bag.
That's the bag. I seen a really like a quick clip of damn Rick Ross,
Yeah,
and he was talking about that. And he was talking about how him maneuvering business wise. He's like, man, if I'm going to city to city, and I'm seeing you in different cities and you in the same space
yeah,
that I'm in, he was like, I can tell you really get into the bag.
yeah,
And that's what made me, I'm like, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Because you touching those different markets. You tapping into different communities and different economical structures and
yeah,
different economical mindsets.
yeah,
So granted, it may not be the most progressive mindset in Delaware,
for sure.
but then you may go to like a North Carolina and go to Charlotte and you go there and you tap in because it's one of the top progressive cities in the country right now and that's booming,
Yep.
and meet somebody that could put you on like that.
And we hustlers. We hustlers up here. We move like this up here.
Oh,
We move like this up here. So then, if you do, like you said, if you do go down south, you might be running circles around these people.
yo, and honestly, like you said, bro, Delaware has something to offer, and the reason why is because it's this is an anomaly I thought of. I was like, think about a beast or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, we ain't have nothing to build off of culturally.
Yeah.
Think about it. We ain't got like a New York status
No.
where it's already popping, the culture is a melting pot. You got all these opportunities.
Mm-hmm. More of a tradition.
You feel me?
Yeah.
You got people here who ain't building from nothing, that's not seeing nothing.
Yep.
You're not getting that type of cultural experience. You're not getting that outlet. So that type of beast that's being made is cultivating a different type of mentality,
For sure.
a different level of creativity, a different type of grind.
Yeah.
So when you put that type of person in an environment that's abundant and they like, I want to go get it,
Yep.
of course they gonna run circles around. Bro, I went out LA
Yeah.
and I was out there for like a week.
They love us out there.
Bro, the greatest experience ever.
It's so diverse out there.
And it was just like left and right. Yo, what you do?
Yeah.
Yo, where'd you get that outfit from? Yo, you fly, da. And it was just like, I do this. Boy was like, yo, just because how your outfit look, he was like, bro, if you ever come back out here, let me know. I manage security for all the nightclubs
The
around
aesthetics. The aesthetics. They love the
here.
aesthetics, man.
Come on, man. We flourish. Delaware is a
Yes.
hidden gem.
It is.
We flourish wherever we go. Like we got a certain swag that, yeah, we might be a small state and Wilmington might be a small city, but it's power and impact in that a lot of people take for granted.
They gonna see us, bro.
Oh, they gonna see us
They gonna
soon.
see us, bro.
Mhm.
Just like I said, like just with this podcast stuff, like I'm trying to be on the road with this. I can
Mhm.
pack all this shit up.
Mhm.
You dig what I'm saying? Our next interview might be in LA with them same people that you was just talking about around that
Exactly.
same type vibe, and it all come full circle. And we're documenting
Yeah.
where we came, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, bro, it's mad love in Delaware. Like, I don't want nobody to ever give up. I don't want nobody to ever stop that hustle because it's tough. Here it can just go bland. It can just get in that gray area here. You definitely can get caught in that, but man, like,
Yeah.
we got a lot to offer in Delaware, bro. Like we do, man.
I agree 100%, man.
Now, let's switch gears, man. Listen, man, we getting all into that. You know, let's get it. I want to get into some stuff about you being, a very successful black man. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that.
Educated black man. You know what I'm saying? And on this couch, the women, the black queens, want to get into our brain, bro. They want to get into our brain and see how us men single. You single?
I am single too. Like single.
No kids.
No kids.
Okay, man. Cheers, bro. You know what I mean? So it's like they so what I want to know, or what the women want to know, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Is it matter of fact, do you have a type?
Ooh, it's funny. I was having this conversation last night. Do I got a type?
Do you have a type?
I kind of do in a sense, but not really.
Right.
Like I have a preference, and it's more so mentally. My preference is mentally stable, emotionally stable,
Grown woman.
emotionally intelligent. Like have those principles, those core principles and foundations in place
Facts.
to know that you have worked on the inner beings of yourself. That's important because I know that you have created a certain level of independence within yourself, that you have done the work to discover and identify who you are outside of anybody else's perception.
Yeah.
You cultivated that identity for yourself. So that's definitely a type. I like women who have that independence.
You be talking, boy.
Bro,
You be talking, bro.
physical preference, I'm not
Facts.
gonna hold you. I don't discriminate,
Right.
but if I prefer, I'd like me a thicker woman.
Amen.
And not because that's a trend.
It's your preference.
I've always liked the thicker women. But you know, because
They
thick
try
is
to
in,
put
thick
women
thick
against
is
each other
in,
and all this and that.
I ain't got time for that.
Nah.
I've always liked thick women. That's just always been a thing for me. I love the curves. The curves is beautiful to me.
I agree, bro.
I love it.
I agree.
I don't know. I just yeah. But I don't discriminate. I like my slim Johns, my medium thick Johns. I love women. Women is just
Bro.
beautiful. Black women specifically.
Black queens specifically.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? And like, bro, what you said that all those good traits in a woman, which means you want a very upstanding and mentally sound black queen.
Yeah.
What I'm gonna throw a curveball in there.
Okay.
How do you feel men take when the woman is the breadwinner of the relationship? Because the black queens are winning right now.
Oh, and I gotta shout y'all out.
Please.
All the black queens. Yeah, shout them out, man. Like
Shout out to the black queens, man. We are here for y'all, man. Word.
I will always be in support of black women winning at all times.
Absolutely.
I think it's very much necessary that they do, because it goes back to my original statement about independence. For a long time, a lot of women, and then specifically black women, didn't have this opportunity that they have now.
That's a fact.
And so the fact that the opportunity is readily available, black women are taking advantage of it, as they should, though.
Yeah.
I don't think it takes away from me being a man that women are winning. I encourage it because I see that, and that actually makes me want to be better.
Yeah.
To be 100%.
Yeah.
I'm like, black women are winning, they're getting it. I'm like, yeah.
We on the same team.
Exactly. It's not a competition. And I think that's where we get messed up at, is what has been programmed and projected towards us has made us against one another. And that's just not the case.
At all.
Like you said, we're a team, bro. And so if I can balance out your weaknesses, and I bring some strengths, but you can balance out my weaknesses and bring some strength, I think that's a cohesive collaboration. That's a cohesive union.
Yep.
And that's how it should be. I'm okay with a woman leading in certain situations.
Yeah.
That she may be knowledgeable more than I am.
Right.
And vice versa.
Yeah.
As far as the original question you asked me is being a breadwinner. It's hard because I want to be the breadwinner. I ain't gonna hold you.
Exactly, bro. So it's definitely a feeling in with this in a man. Just being a man.
Yeah, because we naturally have been placed as providers, which is cool.
Yeah,
it's not a problem. But I think when it comes down to it, opportunity is not always readily available for black men as it is for black women.
Because times have changed.
Yes, and that's just a reality.
It's a fact.
That's just a reality. And it's because I know sometimes women be like, but y'all got this and y'all got privilege in this, but it's like, okay, y'all also have privilege as well. Absolutely. And so I hate when it becomes the blame game.
Yeah.
Where it's like, oh, well, you got more opportunity. I don't do that.
Not at all, bro.
Like, it's like, yeah, look, y'all cooking right now, y'all eating, y'all getting to it. Are men doing the same? No. But also I think it's been a turn. But I also think it's been a turn in emotions and mentality based on and I don't know how deep we're gonna go, but like spiritual like levels. I think men are in a high level of turmoil spiritually and emotionally, to where like a lot of things in the universe are affecting us in a way that we cannot define or can't control.
Yeah.
But I also think a lot has to do with um, AI and digital programming.
Yep.
And that has a lot to play on us as well. And so I think this overconsumption and over stimulation through content, uh, through media, is making certain men stagnant in their purpose and their walk.
Yeah.
So yeah, you probably are intimidated. It's definitely a lot of intimidation now that women are the winners.
Yes.
They get into the bag. Me personally, I want to be the breadwinner.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest, I do. And it's just because for one, I want to provide a certain lifestyle for my lady.
Yep. Coming in straight from the door.
Off the rip. I want you to know that you have that security.
Yeah. At all times.
At all times.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I know that's a big thing for women. That's what they express a lot, is having that security. Just knowing that the man can provide and they can lean, and that the man can lead properly. Now my thing is like hardship does happen, right? Sometimes like you may be up and sometimes you might not be up. And that's part of life. I think that's not a means of knocking a man down just because he's going through a hard time.
Not at all. And I feel like that takes a special type of black queen too, because you got to find that balance or that niche that you guys are going to catch in a relationship, or even in a dating and getting to know stage too, because that's going to be a thing. Because she has a certain lifestyle, you have a certain lifestyle, and it might be different, but just like you said, in spiritually in a mental way, and as a grown up, we can all come together and make this work. I just feel like people, just like you said, social media, people get caught up in the numbers, 50-50, 60-40, all that. When it's just, we just need to vibe off this certain frequency that's for us. That's it, bro.
And you nailed it right there. The frequency. People got to understand that these people out here, let's be specific, white people and people who are controlling the media, they're not vibrating on the same frequency as black people. And we have to really dive into that. That's where we getting fucked up at.
Yeah.
We got to understand that we are not like everybody else.
Yeah.
And once we understand that concept, we can thrive so much more collectively. I'm not about the division that they pushing out there. I'm just not. I'm not going to ever subscribe to it in any way, shape, or form. Like, I'm not going to let myself butt heads or go against black men or black women and try to degrade them in any way, shape, or form. If I see something that I don't like, I'd rather just be quiet. I'm not going to comment on it or feel like I got to put my 2 cents in there to always make a point or demean or degrade us. Like, nah, it's too many people already doing that enough.
It's not made for us to win.
Yeah.
So we gotta,
So why contribute to it?
Yeah, if you wean all that negative stuff out, like, you'll see that it's not even really that hard. No. You just gotta find that right person.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna switch gears to, like, in dating now, I hear, well, I'm experiencing it too. It's tough. You know what I'm saying? So, like, as a man, as yourself, no kids, you know what I mean? We get to do whatever we want to do. We have our own thing going on. Do you date now for the benefits, or do you date for the longevity?
I date for the longevity now.
Because it was a difference for me at one time. Like,
well, first damn sure. Yeah. I had to get to this space though.
Absolutely.
Like, I had to get to this space. But in your 20s, you finding out who you are, you're exploring.
Exactly.
And that's sometimes you being promiscuous.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yeah. You're trying to get to understand what is it that you actually like. What is it that you want?
For sure.
But then it comes to a point where you realize, like, okay, this is not progressive
at all.
And that's what it is for me. Like, I also had to understand my relationship with women.
Yeah.
I had to understand, what does a healthy friendship look like?
Yeah.
What does a healthy relationship look like with women? Because ain't nobody really teach that growing up. Like, this is how you cultivate a beautiful relationship that is harmonious and healthy with a black woman.
We kind of got the cliff notes of dealing with a black queen.
Yeah. Whether we seen it through like unhealthy relationships in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
Or just, projections through media.
Yep.
But I'm like, that's not the reality. So, over time, man, I had to really find out like what is it that I want from a woman.
Yeah.
And as I'm getting older, I definitely, because I want a family,
Mm-hmm.
I do want
Same.
kids,
Same.
So I'm also looking at how I approach women and how my stance with them is. So they know that it's always genuine. Like I don't feel like I've ever really had a problem with women thinking that I'm a creep or I'm disingenuous or anything like that.
Yeah.
They can tell that I'm coming very authentic. But at certain times I think I've had some misunderstandings with communication for sure.
As we all do.
Yeah. To where, it may have hindered a relationship, or we thought we was moving in a certain direction and it didn't go that way. And so, people were hurt and things of that nature. So just being more intentional about how I approach relationships with women has just been my thing moving forward, especially in my 30s.
Same.
So
Same.
I'm looking for the long haul. I don't really got time to be out here outside just playing
Me
around,
neither, bro. Me
I
neither.
can't.
I say that all the time when I come up here, man. That I'm just like out the way. Like I don't even have the time. Like we it's not enough hours in a day, bro.
Hell
Let alone
no.
having multiple women. But I would piggyback off that and say, in my 20s, like the multiple women, it was kind of crazy. But at the same time, I kind of look at it as a plus because just like you said, you're finding out what you like. You're not just dealing with multiple women. You're trying to navigate on what you like. So we can navigate into that longevity type dating.
Yeah.
You dig what I'm saying? So
Yeah, bro. 100%. Exactly what you're saying, man.
it's a lot in dating, dog. It's a lot in dating.
And especially right now because Dr. Kwanzaa Kunjofi did like a study years ago, back in like maybe the 70s. And one of his studies was about relationships.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a very interesting one. He said, as the economy changes, the dynamic of relationships change. That will the economy determines how relationships will be cultivated during that time.
Yeah.
And I was like, interesting.
Yeah.
And so I'm just and the funny thing is he talked about how relationships would be in this day. This was all the way in the 70s.
In the 70s. He called it.
He called it. And he was talking about how it's going to come to a point where women are going to get so independent.
Yeah.
They're not going to rely on men for anything.
Yeah.
So now it's going to be like, how do you as a man show up? Because she's not worried about, like, granted, she wants you to have money, but if she's a woman that's financially stable, she's not worried about your money.
Nope.
So
not at all.
At all. So how can you show up to the table differently now?
Yeah.
And so this is where a lot of men fail.
They do.
They can't show up emotionally intelligent.
Yep.
They're not able to articulate their emotions properly.
Exactly.
And then they just are not mentally stable.
Exactly. So we're going to stay right there, and this probably be one of the last topics, but I want to know because I have to answer this question a lot.
Okay.
You being so emotionally aware as a black man,
that
you're not going to put up with certain things.
Period.
And you're not going to do certain things when it comes to a relationship or dating. It comes off as you being an asshole.
No.
Because, you know what I'm saying? Do you get that? Do you get that same type of vibe from women sometimes?
Oh, for sure. I think this is the thing I've noticed is when a woman meets a man who is very sure of himself.
Facts.
Now it requires her to have to show up differently.
Absolutely.
Because she's not used to dealing with a man with a high emotional IQ.
Exactly.
I'm used to dealing with motherfuckers. She's used to dealing with motherfuckers over here.
Yeah.
When you meet somebody like me.
With some pushback.
With some knowledge.
Exactly.
Some gems. Some actual logic, rationale.
Yeah.
And I actually know what I'm talking about. And I'm saying and I've done the inner work.
Yeah.
So this is not somebody who's just wandering in life.
Yeah.
It's somebody who's moving in purpose.
Because when I say I'm not going to do something and I have an explanation on why I'm not going to do or move this certain way, then you challenge them. And then, you're right. It comes an uncomfortable conversation if you're not on that level.
Yeah. So it's also hard for women to show up the way they need to at times. And I'm not saying this is all women. I'm just saying some.
Just in general. Yeah.
It's hard for them as well.
Yeah.
Because they have to show up differently than what they've used to.
Mm-hmm.
And that's hard for women as well.
That's a fact. So, with that being said, bro, I can't leave here without you specifically. I brought you on this couch because you know what I mean you're very knowledgeable, like I said. And what can the men do better out here during the dating and trying to find their queen? You know what I'm saying? Because we up here, we can talk about women and all that, but nah, I need a balance up here and not too much.
For
on this.
sure.
You dig what I'm saying? So like,
Oh,
yeah, what can we do better?
A lot. Nah. I would say elevate the discipline. Elevate your discipline.
Yeah.
And when I mean discipline is make sure before you come to the table, you have all your ducks in a row.
Facts.
Right? Because we're at a place where you can no longer come to the table with just the chair.
Yeah.
Like, you might as well come with the table already done.
Yeah.
Plate, dinner, serve, let's go.
Yeah.
All she has to do is sit down.
That's all she should have to do. Yeah.
That's all she should have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nothing wrong with doing that for a woman that you feel as though is worthy.
Exactly.
The problem is stop trying to do this for all the women and you going broke trying to
do
do
coins.
this. You don't. You're not really that boy yet. Become the man that you need to be first, and then pursue the woman that you desire. I think the problem is that men go the opposite.
Yeah.
They want to try to pursue the woman, and they're not the man yet. They don't got their things in order.
They didn't do that self-work.
They didn't do the work. Whether they didn't do the work financially, whether they didn't work mentally, emotionally, do the work. We have to stop blaming our downfalls on the end. How can I say this? We have to stop blaming the downfalls on the women not showing up in our lives the way that we need to.
Number one,
you have to show up for yourself first. And I think that's the problem I see, not saying all men, but I see that in a lot of men, that men haven't even shown up for themselves yet.
Facts.
And they're asking for women to show up for them.
Facts.
In that capacity.
Facts.
You can't ask somebody of something and you haven't done it for yourself.
That's a fact.
So I think that's a major thing for men. I think work on yourselves first, because once you have those things in place, honestly, the women, that's going to come easy.
Exactly.
That's something you're not really going to have to try at, because women are going to sense that you on your shit.
The senses.
They're going to already know, like, okay, I can tell he moved this certain type of way. Yeah,
let me hop on there because I know he's not about to be on the market for too much longer.
So he's on his shit.
Yeah.
But then I'll be honest, sometimes women got to realize you also got to make the right decision in the men that you're dealing with.
And I feel like some women aren't ready for a man.
That's true too. Some aren't. Some aren't.
Because you can communicate that to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might be on a path where you just can't fit me in.
And that's okay. I'd rather that be told up front.
Exactly.
But the men, I think it's a lot of things that men need to work on. I think the biggest thing is the emotional capacity, emotional intelligence.
Yeah.
A lot of men lack at that, because the one thing that we fail at is understanding empathy for women. So a lot of men, and specifically black men, they have sympathy for women.
Mm-hmm.
But how often do you hear men actually empathize with women? How often are you seeing black men putting themselves in women's shoes to understand their plight?
Yeah.
And then be like, okay, you know what? I get it.
Yeah.
They usually don't, sometimes depends. They usually don't understand until they really lose like a really good woman. And then it finally hits them.
Yep.
And they make changes. Yeah. Yeah. Or some still lose a good woman, still want to do the same dumb shit. So it's catch-22.
Yeah, man.
So
black queens are tired, bro.
Yeah, they are.
They tired, man. You can sense it. You know, I have a lot of conversations with women all the time. You can just sense it. And some of the stories I can't believe, bro. Like, I can't. A lot of the stuff I'd be like, what? Like, what?
I know, right?
No. For real? Like, you know what I'm saying? You still like this guy?
And that shows you that it's not many options out there when women stay in situations that they know are not conducive for them.
Just to be comfortable.
Just to be fucking comfortable.
We all do it.
Stop being uncomfortable, y'all.
Yeah, because I think you had to get a little uncomfortable.
I mean, yeah, stop being comfortable, get uncomfortable.
And then when you really finally get comfortable with somebody, I feel like you be like, wow, like I never felt this before. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
you know who I will say, and I don't really be in the celebrities relationship like that, but I actually admire their relationship. Russell and Sierra.
Yep. And people throw shade on it because it's not as sexy as they want it to be.
It's not, because it's actual unconditional love. And so many people are not used to really feeling or seeing unconditional love.
It's a foreign thing.
It is, man. But you can tell that is an unconditional love that he has for her. And I love that he showed up for her in the way that he does. And
continuously.
That's
continuously.
That's what it's about.
Continuously.
Yeah.
Continuously. And it's like, we need more of that, bro.
I agree.
We need more of that black love. We need more of that tradition. More of the black kings to do the inner work with themselves before they try to reach out and bring somebody on the team, or, get your shit together, bro.
Yeah, all the way together.
You know what I'm saying? Like, get your shit together. If anything, you got anything out of this episode, bro, you have to get your shit together and take care of these black queens, man.
Get it all the way together, fellas, man.
They're sick of it, bro.
Otherwise, we gonna be shit out of luck. For real. And then you're gonna just be either dealing with the holes that are damaged.
The joint on Lelway.
Yeah, we don't need that, man.
No, bro, we don't need that, bro. But I just want to appreciate you for even coming out here, bro.
You already know. You already know, my guy. It was a pleasure.
We've been doing this for so motherfucking long, dog.
Cheers.
And it's like, cheers, man. And it's like to, come full circle and see where we've been at and where we have so much more to go.
Yeah.
At this big age, you know what I'm saying? Man. And I was just like, man, I got to bring my guy up here so they can see what's going on.
I appreciate you.
You know what I'm saying? Just we vibing on these different frequencies that 2024 ain't nobody really fucking with me, bro. I'm saying, like, how you feeling?
Same. Fuck up. Look, bro. I'm on my shit. We up from here. Let's go.
You know what I'm saying? So I just want to thank y'all for tuning into another episode of the Not Too Much On Us podcast, man. Like, featuring my man, Akin.
Let's go, y'all. Make sure y'all follow me, too, man.
Absolutely, man. Give a man. You got anything coming up? Anything that you got going on?
Yeah, we got a lot coming up. We got Socially Wasted Close Friends pop-up coming up next month. We're going to be starting our event series. So we got a lot of stuff. Also, y'all know I do everything. I'm a creative director, event curator, wardrobe stylist. If you need a stylist for your next event, birthday, red carpet event, whatever, y'all know, hit me up, man, at www.akin.jbethea.com.
Absolutely.
And we up this year. It's 2024. Let's go.
Already know, man. This has been another episode of Not Too Much On Us podcast, man. I love y'all. I see y'all, nigga. Pop, 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 pop.
Peace.